Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studio on the road in Chicago. We're here at Pallet Sound right now with Allie and AJ. Allie and AJ, welcome. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having us. Hi, Pace.
Man, this is awesome. It's wonderful to meet you. Connor, it's good to see you again after a 3-year hiatus or so. This is really great. You've sounded wonderful in sound check, and we cannot wait to share a lot of your new music from the new album with the internet right now. What's happening first?
We're going to play a song from the record called Pretty Places, which is one of our personal favorites. This song is very special to us, and we actually wrote it many years ago, and then we kind of resurrected it while we were making this record, and we felt like it was a perfect fit for this album. So we did a deep rewrite on it, and this is what it is.
Man, you sound tremendous together, of course. Thank you for bringing this music to us today. I'm very much just here in the room acoustically hearing that thing that I've heard you describe as the third voice, where when that unison happens, it does sound like there are three people singing. There is like a 2 + 1 + 1 = 3 sort of a thing.
Oh, thank you.
Can we talk a little bit about the new records? The new record, I'm definitely going to look at my notes for this one. A Touch of the Beat gets you up on your feet, gets you out and then into the sun, is out in the world. And can we talk about the way it was made, the collaboration with Eve Rothman? And I mean, it seems like there was an intentional step away from just making sure that it was not like slickly produced and like the pop production value. What was that like, and how did that relationship come to be also with Eve Rothman?
Yeah, so we met Eve a couple years ago, and he ended up collaborating with us on the Sanctuary EP. We wrote a bunch of songs together, and he helped co-produce that record. And then he just really started talking about wanting to make like a full record with us, and what his kind of goal was when it came to just the sound, this record, cutting it in one room, in one place with a bunch of super talented musicians, and not really rely on the computer as much as we tend to, especially in this day and age. People make records off their laptops, which is great, but we kind of wanted to go back to the old school way of making records with a band in an incredible cutting room. And so we chose Sunset Sound in Los Angeles as our spot to really just kind of dig into, and we found a lot of magic there. I mean, there's such an incredible history with the artists that have made records there, and we really felt that within the walls and in those special chambers that they hold. So yeah, we got some really special music from it. I think it's the best music that we've created, at least so far.
I think so too. Allie and I kind of have said this is the album we were born to make. We just feel like between the musicians and the songwriting and feeling really comfortable about where our music is headed direction-wise, we just feel like this is the album that really establishes who Allie and AJ are as adults.
Nice. I'm glad that you're here sharing the music with us. And I mean, Sunset Sound that's the perfect place to impart your LA-ness into the LA project and that
Totally.
little vibe. Before we move on to the next one, we were talking a little bit about Heart Offline and Nancy Wilson. Can you talk about some of the collaborations that exist on that record? It seems like Nancy's kind of the central collaborator, right? You've been doing stuff for a while with her, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of songs that we've never released with Nancy that were a part of a previous album that we recorded. And those songs are still really special to us. But we felt like this song, Listen, that we had written with a collaborator of ours, George Elbrack out of Denver, really suited her style of playing and her voice. And so we just asked her out of the blue, like, would you be down to record on this and, be kind of like a feature track? And she really loved the song, and she was like, yeah, no problem. I just set up my studio at my house. I'll send you guys back a bunch of stuff, and, you tell me if there's any direction. And we were kind of blown away. It was really perfect.
And then we had a dream that Melissa Etheridge would be on the record too, and we made that happen, which was really special.
Yeah, so she plays guitar on Hold Out. They're kind of interesting features because they're not super, they're not in your face. They're kind of this really beautiful, nuanced feature, which I especially appreciate because it still is, giving this music this kind of new energy because of their kind of talent and skills. But at the same time, it's not taking away anything from the song. So it was really cool to have the two of them on there. And also the lead singer, Jack Tatum of Wild Nothing, is on Listen as well with Nancy. He kind of did his magic as well, so it was very cool.
Nice, cool. That's very cool that you can literally have a dream and then put that energy out into the
Yeah.
world and make it into a reality.
World,
I'm glad for you guys to be in that position, personally and professionally and musically and everything.
Thank you.
And we're going to share a lot more of your music from Touch of the Beat right now. What's happening second today?
This is one of my personal favorites off the record. This is called Personal Cathedrals. And it's all about being stuck at a party you don't want to be at, which is kind of the life Allie and I have lived for years. And now when we don't want to be there, we just say
no.
We're leaving.
And we just say, we're not going to go. Or we're here for 5 seconds, we're going to get a drink and leave. So this is Personal Cathedrals.
Bleeding sunset. Bleeding sunset on a desert view. A sea of cocktails, but every drink Thank you.
So I was checking out that 2015 movie, Weep Away for Now. And I'm wondering, I mean, it's been, however many, six years since that came out, but I'm wondering when you decide to do stuff like that, I guess firstly, do you have any plans to do more film stuff on the horizon? And secondly, when you do creative projects like that outside of music, like what strategies do you use to balance those two versions of your art?
That's a great question. There isn't really a strategy. I feel like Allie and I are constantly figuring that out. Both being successful in two different careers, I think is kind of an anomaly with two people that are in one band, and it's been a total blessing, but it's also a curse in some ways. You have to be very careful about what you say yes to, what you say no to. I mean, there was kind of this awesome blessing that Allie and I were both not on a show at the same time and could make this full record together, and that was kind of kismet timing. But we have to be very clear about putting the band first, and then when we're on hiatus from music, it's all about auditioning and trying to land a great movie or whatever it might be. But right now our focus is really on the music and just supporting A Touch of the Beat and making sure that we get out on the road next year. But I think for Allie and I, we do want to develop our production company more and develop material that we feel strongly about, whether we're playing sisters or we're producing something that we're not in. I'd love to make another Weep Away for Now that feels even better and greater and stronger than that movie.
We were in a really weird moment musically when we made that movie because we didn't still quite know what we sounded like, I think, as a band, at least in this new era of Allie and AJ in terms of just making music as adults and not as kids. And I think that movie was kind of like therapeutic a bit, just to embrace the fact that like we had this success and we don't really know what to do with it now, and we're kind of in this like songwriting drought, and we want to make music, but are we brave enough to do it? And then we eventually were able to with this most recent record. But it's interesting that movie came so much further before the EPs that we made too, because we hadn't really connected and collaborated yet with Mike Elizondo and Ryan Spraker and Jamie Sirota and all these people that really kind of helped us get our confidence back again.
Nice. Do you have? Is there anything happening outside of like not visual creativity and not musical creativity that you have to do to unplug? And is there like a yoga or cooking involved in your life where you just do something to absolutely disconnect and get out of it for a moment, or are you fully plugged in at all times?
Definitely not at all times.
Not at all times.
We're good
really
at kind of shutting it off.
Yeah, and taking care of ourselves. I think as we get older, we learn more and more about self-care and how important that is. This last year, I said I'm going to focus more on meditation and TM and yoga and Pilates and just getting back in shape and feeling strong. And, I think COVID did a number on so many people. Yeah. Physically, I think we were kind of a little bit just not feeling as strong as we wanted to feel. I think creatively we felt great. We made an awesome record, and then we were like, oh, let's get back into like the gym and focus on our bodies and feel strong.
And the stamina too to be on stage
exactly.
and give that energy to the crowd. So I think for us, a lot of it is like having a physical workout routine on a weekly basis really helps us.
Yeah.
And
we're foodies, so we love enjoying great food.
Yeah,
we can't say we're like cooks, but our guys are, so we enjoy what they make.
Well, hopefully you end up at Kimski, right up the block. It's a Polish and Korean fusion place. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Kimski.
Cool.
Okay,
Kimski.
Great.
All right.
Yes, we've got an instrumentation change coming up and a third song as well. I'm going to do some camera stuff, but don't wait for me at all.
Okay,
Can
no,
you let
you're
us
good.
know what's happening
You're
third?
good.
Yeah, we're going to play a song off the record called Lost Cause. This was a record that Allie started with Jamie Sirota kind of at the top of the writing process. Like, this was a bit older, kind of like Pretty Places, not quite as old. And yeah, it's one of my faves actually now to play live. It just, it hits really hard. There's kind of this great little beat happening underneath it that, we get to at least show you guys a taste of today. And I think it's pretty fun as a three-piece.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Don't tell me what I wanna hear. I don't wanna hear you going on that makes me feel like we're a lost cause, like we're betting on a dead horse. I tried reaching out with both arms for something that never was, for something that never was. Don't tell me what I wanna hear. I don't wanna hear you still going on about it. Just save me from another year. Looking through my rearview mirror. No, I don't want that. Maybe it's just come to an end. Don't need to bring us back from the dead. Maybe it just ran its course, and trying too hard only makes me feel like we're a lost cause, like we're betting on a dead horse. I try reaching out with both arms for something that never was, for something that never was. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. 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 Maybe it's just come to an end. Don't need to bring us back from the dead. Maybe it just ran its course, and trying too hard only makes it worse. I feel like we're a lost cause, like we're betting on a dead horse. I tried reaching out with both arms for something that never was, for something that never was. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ali, AJ. Thank you, Connor. This has been wonderful. We appreciate it very much. You know, you've got a huge schedule today, so we'll let you get on to the next phase of whatever's going on next. And you've got a tour coming up in 2022. It's
Yeah.
a Touch of the Beat tour. Everything's it's all public information, right?
Yep,
It
yep.
is,
And
it
we come
is.
into town. We play the Chicago House of Blues, so we'll be around here next April.
Yeah. Go to
So come see
allineager.com
us.
for tickets and come see us.
Sweet. I'll see you May 10th of 2022
There
at
you
Webster
go.
Hall. That'll be a fun
Yes.
show, so we'll
Oh,
see you
cool.
there.
Sweet.
Sick. We'll
Josh
see you
will
there.
see you there. And also that I Need My Girl came out
Yeah,
today. So
yeah.
congratulations
That's
on that.
right.
The
Thank
you so
national
much.
cover.
Thank you. We're big national fans, so we decided to release a live version of I Need My Girl, and we're really proud of it.
Sweet. All
Thanks,
right.
Pace.
Well,
We're big fans. Thanks for
yes,
having
we're
us.
big fans of yours. It goes both ways. Thank you so much for doing
Thank
this.
you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.